way that you could find out, because the government does not give you any information about this. You can go to a government website on the Department of Homeland Security's website, which purports to provide redress, but all it does is collect information from you. You can describe the incident, you can give your identifying information, and then you have to hope that someone somewhere else will look at that information and change their mind. But the Department of Homeland Security, which runs that website, doesn't even have the authority to take you off the list. That authority resides in the FBI, which doesn't interact with the public. I mean, this basically is a Kafkaesque program that really doesn't give you any reasonable way to rebut the evidence or, in many cases, innuendo against you.
Can you talk about the American citizen who's being prevented from coming into this country from Egypt?
Well, and we have several, but this man, Ayman Latif, who is a veteran of the U.S. Armed Forces, who worked for the Postal Service, was in government employ for 15 years, is living in Egypt with his family. He needed to return to Florida for a veteran's disability evaluation so that his benefits wouldn't be cut by several hundreds of dollars. This is a disabled U.S. Marine. He tried to fly back. He was not allowed to board the flight. He wasn't given any information about it. He's been waiting for months. FBI agents have flown to Egypt from Florida to interview him. He's answered every question. He took a polygraph exam, which he said that he passed. They still won't tell him why he's on the list. They still won't tell him what he needs to do to get off. This really is a deprivation of his citizenship. There's no legal basis for the U.S. government to keep a citizen abroad, and the government will confirm that. So they're using this no-fly list to accomplish something that is profoundly unconstitutional.
Can you talk about the Somali-American family whose son, Yahya Waheli, is also stranded in Cairo?
Well, and I should tell you, I don't represent Mr. Waheli, but he finds himself in exactly the same situation. This is a U.S. citizen who is in Egypt trying to get back to the United States. Again, has answered every question that FBI agents have asked him. And it seems like what the FBI is doing with these Americans stuck abroad is that it's taking advantage of their situation to try to do what they did with Adama, to ask questions about anyone they might have met anywhere, just to cast the widest possible net, and to get people to, in some cases, even try to be informants against others. The result is that we have U.S. citizens who are separated from their own country without any legal justification.
And finally, Adama, so you're born in Guinea, you come here, you learn that you are not a citizen actually when you're a teenager. But in 2005, your father is deported. Though there's such outcry over you, a popular teenager in high school at Heritage High, that they allow you to stay. You, though, can't finish high school because you have to support your family. You have
I actually did finish high school, but I still have to support my family.
And you have 4 brothers and sisters
Yes,
here,
I do.
and your mom.
Yes, I do.
And so what do you plan to do now?
Well, I hope to get off the no-fly list and see what the future holds for me.
Well, we will leave it there, and we will certainly continue to follow this lawsuit. Adama Bah, citizen of Guinea, who applied for and gained political asylum here in the United States, where she's lived since she was 2 years old. She is on the government's no-fly list, as thousands of people are. Ben Wizner, staff attorney in the ACLU's National Security Project. ACLU has just brought suit on behalf of 10 Americans and residents to challenge the no-fly list. This is Democracy Now! We'll be back in a minute.